Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. Welcome to my channel. It's my daily vlog, so whatever I'm up to is what you're gonna see here. And today, I'm feeling recently like having more of an outlet for creative energy. And for me, it's kind of strange because I think when I say creative energy or creativity for me as a person, it's not what other people perceive as being creative. Because a lot of times people will tell me something I've done is creative, but the process in which my brain functions to make said thing, it may be clever, but it doesn't actually utilize a part of my brain that I associate with being creative. So things like my videos, things like some of my cosplays, other people will tell me that it feels creative, but to me I feel like, well, I saw two different patterns that I thought I could merge together and it worked out. Even like the sunglass holder that I made last week. It felt clever, but it wasn't unlocking and tapping into a creative part of my brain. Like I said, for me, clever and creative don't always line up. But there is a part of my brain that needs some exercise. And it has not gotten the exercise that it needs in a long, long time. And recently, I've been coming up with ideas. I've had thoughts. I started writing again. I have two ideas for paintings I want to do. So I'm going to work on those, and they will be ongoing. Like I don't expect this to be like an overnight sensation, or this is going to take work. And it may or may not get finished. So that's sort of the disclaimer that I'm putting out here. But in that vein, I hold on to old art that I've done. And I thought this would be also a good little story time of past art that I've made that sort of unlocks that part of my brain that I'm talking about. So I found this folder that I have, and you could tell by its trapper keeperness, and that I bought it at Rock Bottom, which is a store that doesn't exist anymore and hasn't for decades, that this is very old. This is probably work that I did in high school or early college. So, bearing that in mind, a portrait of Alice Cooper in pencil on printer paper. We have portrait of Duff McKagan in pencil on printer paper. I always loved this one of Duff. I thought his hair turned out great. I was always proud of that. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, I have another Alice Cooper one. This one is also pretty good. I have another Alice Cooper. Yeah. This one is not finished. This one is James Marsters' Spike from Buffy. Started but not finished. Pencil on printer paper again. Let's see, who else do I have in here? It's another one not finished. Not finished, but can you tell what it is? Johnny Depp, Edward Scissorhands, was going to be pencil on printer paper. Never finished it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I may or may not finish these things, but the point is that I'm doing this as an exercise to unlock those parts of my brain again. I want to use those parts of my brain again that I use when I'm creating things like this. Because I think it needs exercise. I think it's like any other muscle, and it needs a little attention. So I have a few ideas. One of them is horror and Halloween related. Time of the year inspired me. Another one is it's a Johnny Depp portrait I have in my brain. I'll see if I could pull it off. I'm not sure if I can or not. But yeah, I want to work on those. So what I'm going to do, I'll do some update videos along the way. So for the project I'm going to start today, blank slate, blank canvas. I'm going to look for some reference pictures And this is going to be a mashup of Candyman and Willy Wonka. We'll see how this goes. I have an image in my brain, but without a reference picture, it won't work. I don't do well without a reference picture. I can merge pictures together and take elements from different things, but what I see in my brain, I can't translate. I need a visual representation to translate it. Otherwise, it doesn't always work out well. So that's my tip and trick that works for me. And I'm going to try to make something appear on this canvas, and I'll give you some updates as I go. So I think it's time for a little break for me, but I wanted to show you how far that I got and what it looks like so far. So this is my Candyman. It's like Willy Wonka, but not Willy Wonka because it's actually the Candyman. What do you think? Off to a good start? I think this is as far as I'm going to go with the pencil because I am planning on painting this. So the paint's obviously going to cover up everything. So everything that's on here is really just guide marks for where I'm going to paint. I'm excited. I think this is coming out really well, and it is what I envisioned it looking like in my head. So I'm happy with my progress so far. So we'll pick this back up when I start to paint it. So I kept going. I wanted to add some color. I wanted to make a little bit more progress before I stopped for the day. So I started with the coat and the hat, just laying down the basic purple color. And then once I did that, I started getting into the shading and the detail on the hat. And this is where it is right now. I still have to do all the shading on the coat. The coat is still the flat purple, but the hat has a lot of the shading on it. So that is where I am. And I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna call it a day. My hand's starting to get a little crampy, so I gotta stop for now. But this was great. This was great for my overall well-being and exercising that creative part of my brain. So with that, I'm done for today. I will see you all tomorrow. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.